Good morning, friends. Today we're going to take a fancy look at the ZOWIE np01 gaming mouse. Please don't make fun of my room. I know you're going to see a bunch of clothes on my bed. You might even notice something else about my bed, but we'll get to that later. But please don't bully me. I'm trying. Alright, I know Reddit is harsh, but I'm trying. So first off, we got like the shape. It's definitely ZOWIE S2. It even has the like rear hump. Let me show the other way around. It's got that rear hump, kind of. I think it's a little bit more raised. I think it's just at four centimeters tall. It's definitely better for claw than for anything else. I fingertip mainly. I used to be a Viper Mini main. But I kind of converted to claw for a little bit while using this, and it wasn't that bad. My tracking got a little bit better. I felt more confident in my tracking, definitely. But I have 19 by 9.5 centimeter hands, and it was just a little bit too big for me, especially because I was so used to fingertipping. But I found a way, kind of, and it's not a bad shape, honestly. It's the side flares out to the right side, right there, it flares out a little bit and makes it just slightly wider where I grip it, right there. And what do you call it? It took a little bit of time to adjust, just because what do you call it? It kind of cramped my pinky for a little bit, but I got used to it. Inward curve, everybody knows the ZOWIE S2, but this is just kind of improved a little bit, just for most people. One thing I didn't like was that I saw in the like test copies, some of the old test copies, they had comfort grooves and they were glossy. I do like the texture on these, but I wish they kept the comfort grooves. I know the reasoning behind like not having the comfort grooves, which is like, being universal, good for everyone, kind of like the G Pro wireless, but I really wish they went with comfort grooves. I love that shit. Another thing to note, it was really awkward to try and palm. I tried to palm because it's big enough for me to palm, and it was just very awkward. I 131 grip, by the way. I'm one of those absurd fucking, degenerate subhumans that 131s like this. This is how I hold the mouse. So for the coating, it's this awkward semi-gloss that you either love or you just fucking hate. I really liked it, because I feel like full-on glossy, they also made a full-on glossy one, which is weird, but like full-on glossy I feel like would attract way too much sweat. I have really sweaty fucking palms, and I like it. It's grippy. Sometimes it feels awkward, like kind of like what it feels like when you wear down a matte surface on another mouse, like a PVT keycap, or like just a regular keycap. When you wear it down from using it so much, it's that kind of glossy. It's kind of awkward, but it's not horrible. The clicks are textured. They're not coated. Vaxi made like a point to point that out, so that they stay consistent over time, I guess. And that has held true. It hasn't worn down like at all, and they're still very nice. I really like these clicks. I kind of wish that they did that with the sides. That would have been dope as fuck. But yeah, whatever. It's not that huge of a deal, but I do fucking love these clicks. Yeah, and it doesn't attract sweat, but it does feel a little bit glossy, kind of. All right, as for the clicks, I think they advertise them as Huano 60Ms. I forgot which ones. I don't know. I don't know which ones those are, but they're very heavy. They're not very heavy, but they're. Let me do a sound test. Yeah, I did that in left click, right click, middle click, mouse 5, mouse 4. The two main clicks, they feel really nice. I really like them. They're kind of awkward to spam sometimes, but it's kind of just an adjustment thing. They're definitely heavier. They're thicker clicks, but they're very tactile. I really like them a lot. Too bad I got used to them really fast, and I kind of didn't appreciate them as much anymore. But they're still really good clicks. I'm really glad that they didn't go with like on run 20Ms or fucking 50Ms, like every other mouse company, because I paid $75. I paid like $70 for this mouse. I definitely want something nicer than fucking 50Ms. No post or pre-travel. See, I'm pressing pretty fucking hard. All right, maybe a little bit of pre-travel, but it's literally not noticeable at all. No wobble, no side play, nothing. Yeah, they're good switches. I think it's hard to go wrong with these switches. I think everybody would like them really, unless you're like some fucking Minecraft PvP god. Scroll wheel is also hard. It's a lot harder than most scroll clicks, but you know, that's a minor thing. Scroll wheel is a scroll wheel. You know, you've heard it a million times. Except it's a little bit lighter. It's a lot lighter and less loud, but it's still loud, obviously. As for the build, it's built like a fucking tank. It's 75 grams. Actually, I haven't weighed it. I probably should, but it's 75 grams. You can trust me. 75 grams, no holes, obviously. No side flex unless you press it right here, right below the two side buttons. You can actuate them pretty easily. But that's still like, you wouldn't be able to, you can't really do it when you're gripping the mouse. I haven't been able to. Yeah, you can't do it when gripping the mouse. It never happened to me in game. Nothing happened. But it's something to note. Yeah, definitely fucking amazing build. I wish it was lighter, but I believe their purpose in making it 75 grams is it's so people who are used to like really heavier mice can adjust to this, and people who are used to light mice, you know, they can kind of adjust to this because it's not that heavy. Still lighter than G Pro Wireless, so obviously it's pretty decent weight. Alright, as for the fucking skates, these fucking skates are atrocious. This shit is, I fucking hate these skates. Like, I'm sorry, Zag and Vaxi. I hate these skates so much. They claim that these super thin skates are better in like are more consistent and like they're more consistent and they glide better, but it's just fucking false. They're sluggy. They're scratchy as well. They never broke in for me. And obviously, since they're not like the clear cum color of like, you know, aftermarket skates, they're like, they still have some additives in it, which, I mean, you know, I sound like a nerd complaining about that, but still, I fucking hate these skates. I actually even bought the slightly thicker skates, which even then aren't, can you fucking focus? Slightly thinner or thicker skates, but they're still not like actual PTFE, and I never bothered because I know they're gonna be the same thing. I don't think they're rounded either. Actually, they might be a little bit rounded, but they're definitely scratchy, and they don't feel anywhere near as nice as core pads. Or I haven't put on my Tiger Arcs. I bought some Tiger Arcs for these, but I'm not gonna put them on yet, just for the review. But yeah, I fucking hate these skates. They really need to work on these. Get a fucking partnership with Tiger Arc or fucking, I don't know, core pads. I don't know, but these feet have got to go. I hate them so much. All right, so the cord, it's really not good at all, but it's still leagues better than ZOWIE rubber cord or G203 cord or whatever. I've heard that this is actually one of the easiest mice to paracord. I cannot confirm or deny that because I obviously haven't paracorded it, but I think it has to do with the wire, the actual wire on the inside, because the sleeve is actually really soft and really stretchy. It's really plush. Kind of awkward. My copy had a little ding in it, but it's fine. It's just a very stiff rubber, I guess, on the inside for the cords. Let me do a little test. Oh, fuck, how do I do this? Yeah. So it's kind of there, but kind of not. Let's see. Yeah. It's definitely not horrible. I'm not a big stingy loser on chords, but I definitely think it is to note that it isn't a good chord today and age. Especially after like fucking Cooler Master of all people came out with one of the best chords of the year. On the 720, I think. Um, but yeah, definitely paracord it if it bothers you, but I would hold off on it until you actually try it. I wasn't that bothered in a bungee, but I definitely still felt it. Um, would have been nicer, but obviously this is like an esports mouse, so this is like for Counter Strike players, really. Um, so honestly, this would, I guess they did it for build quality, just so it doesn't break someday. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, the fucking, I guess, quote software. Um, so there's a DPI button on the bottom. There's no software, which is dope as fuck. There's the polling rate change, and there's the click latency change. Um, I forgot how many steps it is for DPI. It should be like 400, 800, 1600, 3200, and that's it. It goes up to 3200. Um, and then polling rate 125, 500, 1000. And then click latency, I heard most people, general safe idea would be 4 milliseconds. 4 milliseconds. You can go down to 2, but I've heard some people had problems with it. And then if you wanted to go like super safe, you can go 8. You can also change the liftoff distance because they're tweaking with these small ass feet, thin ass feet. Um, but I forgot exactly how to do it. It has to. It's all on board still. It's on their website, but basically you just have to like hold down a click and then replug in the mouse and it'll change it automatically. I think for aftermarket skates you should probably go with like high liftoff distance. And if you have problems with that, just go down to medium. On default, it's on low. But other than that, shit, I don't think I have anything else. This is a dope mouse. Definitely medium-ish. For hand size. But definitely still doable for fingertip on medium hands. But shit, if I were to rate this mouse, I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I feel like it could be lighter. Um, I feel like the whole reasoning behind not putting holes in it was kind of to. I think a lot of people don't take mice with holes seriously, but that's just me. I would love to see a lighter version of this. Um, I don't know about shit. What else would I improve? Fucking skates. Fucking hate that. The cord as well. That definitely needs some work. Um, but everything else I fucking love. I love this is the ZOWIE scroll wheel. I love the clicks so much. I love this shit. Um, the grip could be a little bit thinner. It could flare out a little bit more on the right side. Just to help with grip. And I wish they would do this with the FK shape. Honestly, that would be a must-have for me. I would need that. But they are working on a different shape. It's similar to an EC2, but shorter, I believe. It's meant to be for people who vertically aim a lot. So like they make these kinds of movements a lot. What do you call it? Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I'm gonna throw my money at them again because I love this company. Not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.